to Sports in the Kitchen, and I'm your host, Sako. Today's recipe idea was given to me by my cousin, Ara. His description will be below. You can go follow him on Twitter. So one day we were talking and he just told me, why don't you make nachos one time? So I figured, yeah, nachos is a pretty easy recipe to make, and everybody loves nachos. So this week, I want to make nachos, and we're going to switch it up a little. We're going to talk about the NBA. But before that, let me just tell you what you need for this easy recipe. You're going to need regular chips, some cheese, salsa. I use hot peppers. You don't need to use hot peppers. You can use meat, you can use sour cream, you can use anything to your liking. So what you're going to need to do is, you're just going to need to have to cover the base with the chips. So, just got to pour down some chips. And then, what I like to do, I like to put one layer of cheese on top, because that way once it melts, the entire chips will be covered with cheese. And then, take your sauce. Put your sauce on top of the cheese. Just like this, drizzle everywhere so it can be covered. I'm going to use my hot peppers. As I said, you don't need to use hot peppers. If you're using meat, you can put meat. If you're using sour cream, you can put sour cream. If you like avocados, you can even use avocados. So, I'm going to put my hot peppers on top. Just like this. Just make sure there's a little everywhere. And then, you cover it with cheese again. And that's about it. So, just to show you how it looks like, it's an easy recipe to make. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, nothing pretty. Just as long as everything's covered with cheese and sauce, you should be alright. Now what you need to do is, you need to preheat your oven to 375, and you have to pop it inside for about 6 or 7 minutes. You should be good if it's at that portion. If it's anything bigger, try 8, 9, maybe even 10 minutes, but nothing more. So I'm gonna put the timer to 7 minutes, but I'm gonna constantly check it. So I'm gonna open the light of my oven so I can make sure my eye is always on it. So while the nachos are cooking, I want to talk about the NBA because it's quite ironic. The last video we made was about the NFL lockout, and now the NBA lockout is in stock. The NBA players and the commissioners aren't agreeing on terms to come up with a new contract. So, just like the NFL, they're not going to have a season. The bad thing about it is the NFL got to terms and now they're going to have a season, and the NBA still isn't. Well, rumors say that players once again want a $2 million to $3 million bonuses in their contracts, and the commissioners just don't want to agree with that because they say we have no benefits coming out of it. You guys want more money, we're making less money. So if we can't agree on terms, we're not going to have a new season. Most commissioners don't even mind not having a new season because it's more money in their pockets. They're not losing any money. So that the sad thing about it is, some other European leagues, such as the Turkish leagues, have enough money to buy the current NBA players and have them play in the European leagues, such as the things that's happening with Kobe Bryant and Kevin Durant. Even Sonny Weems has gone to a Lithuanian league. So it sucks for the NBA because I don't understand why they're not agreeing on terms. It's just they're gonna stick with their current salary, which is about 5 million, 6 million, instead of going out to 8 million. Like there's no big difference in the salary changes. It's just that people don't want to settle for the tax cuts and the pay cuts. So, for my opinion, I think what they're doing is kind of stupid. Like, who cares if you play for like 2 million less money? You're still gonna make millions. That's still more than what anybody's gonna make with any other regular job if you're not an athlete. So you honestly have no reason to be complaining. Well, that's my personal opinion. And it would be nice if most of you could comment and tell me what you think about the subject. I think both that, one, the players are being stupid on not agreeing on terms with the commissioners, and two, that it sucks that the European leagues can buy out the NBA players, because it sucks that most television channels don't show us the European basketball games, so we're not going to be able to catch it. For basketball fans like me, I like the New York Knicks. I like Amari Stoudemire a lot. It sucks that I'm not going to see him play. I even went to a game when they came here in Toronto, when they came here with Toronto and they played. So that's just my opinion. So let me know what you think about the subject. If you're okay with this, if you're not okay, if you're mad, if you're happy, or even if you think that the players are being too selfish or conceited by wanting more money, just comment below. It's easy. So the nachos are cooking. See, if you look at it once or twice, you're gonna see it's gonna melt, but that's not good enough. You're gonna see it brown up on the top because we just have a second layer on the bottom, and it's not gonna cook as easily. So once the top starts burning up, like you're gonna see a little burnt edge, but that's not bad. So we still have 3 minutes to go. Just let it there, and let's see what happens. Alright, so while my nachos seem to be done, I'm just going to show you what it looked like so you can know if your nachos are done well. If you can get a good smell out of it, like at your house, if it's smelling good or anything, that just probably means you've done a good job. So, as I said, my opinion is still strongly on the fact that the players are just being too selfish and I'm against what they think. But maybe yours is different. So as I just said, just subscribe. Maybe you can comment. I'm gonna leave my Twitter information below if you guys want to hit me up, ask me anything. If you guys have any other suggestions or topics, if you don't like the NBA, if you want to talk about something else, if you have any other cooking ideas, just comment, send me an email, tweet me, whatever. Anyway, once again, signing off. I'm your host, Sako. Until next time.